Today's Chamber Talk is being brought to us by Everybody's Whole Foods. We welcome to the studios Dietrich Detman. Good morning, Dietrich. How are you?
Good morning, Steve. I'm great. Thank you.
I was talking earlier today about how this is, it's amazing how busy things get once we get into June. Once we get past Memorial Day, things get crazy busy. And your weekend actually started, or the craziness going into your weekend on Friday with the Ladies Blast Off, didn't it?
It did. Well, and even if we back up a couple days before that, last week we had Business After Hours at Bovard on Wednesday. They did an outstanding job, so kudos to them again. And I know a lot of folks learned a lot of things about their operation. And just if you're interested in taking your business or group out there for tours and information, they're very open to that. So please know that. Also, we had a blast-off party Thursday night and women's blast-off, as you mentioned, on Friday. Beautiful day, nice and perfect in the morning. Got a little warm in the afternoon, but nothing like the heat this weekend.
I talked to a few of the ladies who golfed on Friday, and they said they had a fabulous time.
Yay! Great to hear that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also put the caps on another very hugely successful Power Wagon rally.
Yeah, we were excited to partner with them this year. We had some coupons that we put together from some of our local members, and also worked with many of our members to post signs to welcome those folks to town. So thank you to all our chamber members that cooperated and welcomed them, and looked like a fantastic event.
Did you have many visitors from out of town stop by the chamber just try to learn more about Fairfield?
We did have quite a few that stopped in, and even the weekend before that, there was a Parsons reunion that was taking place, and so folks had stopped in, and so this is the kind of beginning the peak season too for drop-in visitors, for finding out about what's going on. And it's always fun to talk to people who are from Fairfield, maybe have been gone for a while, and talk about the changes and all the great things to do here.
Yeah, it was a very busy weekend. Now you have blast off again this week, the men's blast off.
We do, and we are still registering teams, so don't be shy. And it's going to go from 8 a.m. to about 5 p.m. whenever we wrap up. And I think so far we've got 18 teams, but we've got room for more if people are interested.
So that's what's happened over the past weekend and what's coming up Friday. There's also lots of other things on your calendar. Let's talk about some of the highlights this week.
Yeah, so looking ahead, we've got on Monday, June 26th, so we're going a couple weeks out, is our next Retail Managers Working Group, and that's going to be at Sweet and Saucy from 8 to 9 a.m. And I also want to remind folks we are taking applications for Leadership Fairfield. And the early bird deadline for that is August 14th. So the price goes up a little bit after that, and will kick off in September. But the next event, too, we're really excited about with the Chamber is our next Business After Hours. We're thrilled to have 2 in June. We just had the one at Bovard, and coming up, we've got on June 22nd, Community First Credit Union is hosting. And that leads us into our guest. Yes, so I'm thrilled to have Kathy Thornton with us today, who I also have met. She's a chamber ambassador, so along with our ambassador group, and a new board member this year. But she's also the branch manager at Community First Credit Union. So good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and the credit union business in town.
Well, I've been with the credit union. In fact, just a week ago, I celebrated my 16th anniversary. So I've been there for 16 years.
Wow.
And so I have been involved and seen many of you and touched a lot of your financial needs. We are a full financial institution, from loans to ag to mortgage, checking, savings, anything you can think of. Stop on out. We love to visit with you and help you with your financial needs.
Great. So you've worked there for 16 years. Are you originally from Fairfield?
No, I'm originally from Clinton, Iowa.
Ah, so you're a transplant too.
I am, and I had worked at a credit union up there for 10 years before we came down.
Okay.
And we moved down in 1995, and so we've been down here, and I've worked at the credit union since 2001.
Great.
So.
Called Fairfield home for many years now.
Yes.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming event, the Business After Hours? What do you have planned?
Yes, we are going to have it Thursday, June 22nd from 5 to 7. You'll have to excuse us a little bit because we are open until 5:30. Our drive-thru's open until 5:30, so there's still going to be some business transactions going on behind the scenes. But
sure.
We are going to do some appetizers with Sweet and Saucy and some beverages from Jefferson County Cider Works. And just want to do after hours networking. Bring your business cards, and just everybody can share and do your typical business after hours.
So if someone doesn't remember exactly where the credit union is, how do they find you?
We are right next to Walmart, across from the vet clinic, 2501 West Burlington.
Sounds like you've said that a time or two.
I have.
And we'll have our Chamber Business After Hours sandwich board sign. It's red out there, too, to remind folks that day. So fantastic. And why did you decide to host this event this year?
Well, we had talked about it several years, and it's kind of an undertaking. And so this year we really needed to, we had changed our logo last year and stepped things up a little bit. And so we really thought that this year would be a good year just to open our doors and invite everybody in and just to network and see the credit union.
This is great. Well, and I love that we have these business after hours, and it does give people a chance to get in the doors if, you know, they haven't been a customer and maybe have been curious about what it looks like and what all you do, and talk to people from the business and ask questions, as well as mingle with other chamber members and other folks of the public. So
Yes.
yeah, we're thrilled. Also, one thing I'd like to find out from folks. And how can people learn more about what you do?
We have our good old webpage, www.cfirstcommunitycreditunion.com.
Okay.
Or we just love to have people stop in. And just even if you're there and just want to introduce yourself, or if you really have a financial need or want to refinance anything, we just love for you to stop in and meet you. And we have a very, very friendly staff. And a lot of our staff there have been there for many years. And I know a lot of the community know them already. So,
Great.
But if you're new to the community or just looking for a change, stop in. We would love to visit with you.
Okay.
Kathy, maybe you can explain the difference between a credit union and other lending institutions.
Yes, credit unions are board-based. All of our board is a volunteer board. There's no paid stockholders. There's no, it's all volunteer. And our main office is based out of Ottumwa. And so we do have a couple from Fairfield that are on that board, which is pretty amazing. And so yeah, it's more member owned. Everybody needs to put $5 into a savings when they join, and so you're the voice of the credit union as being a member.
Good.
Great. Thanks for that clarification. So then, since you've been in the community for so many years, I always like to ask my guests, what's one thing that you really love about Fairfield?
Well, coming from Clinton, which is a bigger river town, down to Fairfield, it is such a friendly, kind of a tight-knit little community with a lot to offer for being such a small community. And we've loved the school systems. They've been wonderful for my kids that have gone through and now have grandkids in the school district. And it's just a really good place to live.
Fantastic. Well, and we love, too, how much Community First gives back to the community. You've been involved and support the community. So I always remind folks, too, to support our local businesses, including our financial institutions like Community First. So
Thank you.
great. And we just remind folks again, this is a week from Thursday. So not this week, but June 22nd. So I'll be reminding folks next week again on Chamber Talk from 5 to 7 p.m. at Community First Credit Union, the business after hours.
Thank you.
Thank
Kathy.
you.
Again.
Thank
Kathy.
you.
Thank you. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's on your calendar this week.
All right. Well, things are really roaring. We've got a fun event that's happening on the trails that's probably been promoted, the Trail Scavenger Hunt. And just want to remind folks, this continues through July 7th. So this is an opportunity to get out with your friends or your family, find the different, follow the different clues and try to find the different things that will enter you into a drawing. So that's happening every day, or anytime you want, I should say, through July 7th. Also happening today, we've got the Packwood Lions Club Blood Drive is happening from 3 to 6 p.m. And this is going to be at the Packwood Lions Community Room at 122 North Main Street. And with the heat, there's an opportunity to test drive a kayak. This is for adults at Jefferson County Park. And you meet at shelter number 3. And they're doing this every hour starting at 3 o'clock. So 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 p.m. So for just $2, you can come out. And this is meant for folks who are new to kayaking and want to see what it's like. And you'll learn kind of some of the basic skills and have a chance to give it a try on the pond. You will be required to wear a life jacket, but they'll provide that for you. That's a fantastic pastime. So hopefully people take advantage of that. Tomorrow on Tuesday, we've got Build a Better Build a Better World Build Off, and this is just for kids at the Fairfield Public Library. Lots of things planned this summer for the library with Afton. So that's at 1 p.m. and the organizer is Afton, the Youth Services Librarian. So again, Build a Better World Build Off. We also have another blood drive tomorrow at the Jefferson County Fairgrounds from 2 to 7 p.m. Also, Bored to Death, and this is Board, B-O-A-R-D. This is an event, again, at the library at 4 p.m. So if you're feeling bored, then join them for board games and video games. So if you like, bring some of your favorites from home. That's what Afton's going to do, or they'll have some others. And it's free and open to all kids who like Yahtzee and Sushi Go and other things. Also coming up tomorrow night, we have Come to Supper at First Lutheran Church from 6 to 7 p.m. And again, this is a free hot meal for anyone who's interested in the community. And open mic night at the Hideaway Pub from 7 to 10 p.m. Wednesday this week, there's an open craft program, again at the Fairfield Public Library at 10:30 a.m. Make whatever you can dream up with this free form craft program. No rules, no wrong answers. Free program for all ages are welcome to attend. The Fairfield Farmers Market on Wednesday afternoon at Howard Park from 3 to 6 p.m. More and more produce coming online, so check that out. And another blood drive at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center from 3 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And continuing a series I mentioned a couple weeks ago, The Quest for Beauty Japan at the Icon Gallery from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. And again, you can show up, and it's $10 per class, and this will be going on through next week on Wednesdays. Thursday, June 15th, we've got a Chamber Ambassador visit to our new Chamber member, All American Auto, at 9 a.m. So we want to welcome them to the Chamber family. Also, Young Professionals of Fairfield is having their next TED Talks. And this month it's going to be focused on what I learned from 100 Days of Rejection. And so again, folks watch this video in advance, and then they meet from noon to 1 p.m. at Isla's, and then they will discuss the video kind of like a book club. And again, the Fairfield Young Professionals is open to folks from ages 21 to 40, and they always encourage new folks to come. And that evening on Thursday, we've got the Low Dough Comedy Show featuring Brian Hicks and Ted Glover at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts at 7:30 p.m. So this show returns with hilarious comics for a night of laughs on the Sondheim stage. Friday, as we start wrapping up the week, again, men's blast off, the Chamber Golf Tournament at the Walton Club is from 8 to 5 p.m. And again, where teams can still register, so you can call Lindsay at 472-2111 at our office. There's also another event for the kayak test drive. This one's focused for kids on Friday. So this is open to kids from 4th grade through high school. And this will be in the morning and afternoon on Friday. And again, meeting at shelter number 3. So you can come at 9 or 10, 11, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. $2 again. And again, this is meant for folks who've not kayaked before, are new to it, that want to try it out. And again, you'll be required to wear a life jacket. As a former naturalist, I remember doing that many times. Also on Friday, the Rotary Club has their weekly meeting from 12 to 1 at the Fairfield Golf and Country Club, and a book/movie club at the Fairfield Public Library at 1 p.m. So are you reading a fantastic book or a dreadful one? Share book recommendations and get recommendations from your friends at their book and movie club. And after the book discussion is finished, then they'll segue into movie time. So that's a great way to kind of spend a cool afternoon in the cool. Also, we want to mention this fundraiser for the Future Business Leaders of America, also known as FBLA. They've got a number of kids that have made it to nationals, and they're going to be raising funds by bagging groceries at Hy-Vee from 4 to 7 p.m. And 24 students have qualified for nationals, which is the most Fairfield's ever sent. They've got to raise a lot of money. So this is a nice way to get a little help and provide a donation. And Hy-Vee will provide matching funds dollar for dollar up to $500. So again, 4 to 7 on Friday for FBLA kids. And Saturday, we've got the Fairfield Farmers Market at Howard Park from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also, a pre-fair carnival happening at the Jefferson County Fairgrounds from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And some of their prizes for that include Adventureland tickets, Fair fun packs, Iowa Cup tickets, kids outdoor equipment, outdoor pool pass. Boy, wouldn't that feel good after the heat we've had. So come check that out again on Friday. And live on the square, we've got, that is back again this year at 7:30 p.m. at Central Park. Brian Johansson with Dave Zolo and the Body Electric. And once again, you have a chance to support those FBLA kids with bagging at Hy-Vee on Saturday night from 4 to 7 p.m. Once again, for be collecting tips and again, matched by Hy-Vee. And as we finish out the week on Sunday, we've got Father's Day. So remember to acknowledge your father, and also karaoke at the Hideaway Pub from 5 to 9 p.m. on the outdoor patio, weather permitting. That's the week that will be.
I remember at one time they said there were more collect phone calls on Father's Day than any other day of the year. Now, I wonder if that's still true with cell phones.
Boy, isn't that funny to think. Yeah, I remember those days.
Again, don't forget you can sign up for the week that will be the Monday morning newsletter by emailing the chamber at fairfieldiowa.com, or give them a call, 472-2111, or check out the webpage, fairfieldiowa.com. Kathy, Deidre, it's been nice seeing you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you much, Steve.
Thanks.
That has been our Chamber Talk here on a Monday morning, today being brought to us by Everybody's Whole Foods. Stay tuned, look at the markets just around the corner.